lose weight, gain strength, and feel better in their bodies. Today I'm back with another Aion Transformation Talk. And today we're going to talk about why I hate streakers. I'm not talking about people that run around naked. They're fine. Go ahead and live your life. But I'm talking about the obsession and the constant tracking of workout streaks. So I'll give you a little story here. About 3 years ago now, I had this client who would come in and she would come to the gym so excited. She would come 5 times a week and she would go after. Like she was making amazing progress like in her first 2 months. I was like, oh, this is great, like absolutely amazing. And then something would come up, right? Like something at work would happen. She wouldn't be able to make a session. Something would happen with her kids or, just feeling beat up, body, whatever it may be. And she was like, hey, I can't make it tomorrow, right? And she would miss a session. And she would text me, hey, I'm so sorry. Like, I hate missing my sessions. Like, I feel so bad. Like, I'm so sorry, right? Like, really beating herself up for it. And then what would happen is I wouldn't see that lady again for like another week and a half. Like, we'd follow up. She would come back in after that week, and then she would be killing it again until something else came up, and then she would start to miss it once again, right? So what happened was her progress and her weight kind of did the same thing. She would get on this streak of absolutely killing it. She's counting her workout streak. She's hitting 5 times, not missing any sessions. And then something comes up where she has to miss one, and then her weight and her muscle, she would start to lose some muscle, she would start to gain the weight back. And then she would start to kill it again, and she would start to gain the weight back. Right? And I saw this over and over, and this lady was putting so much pressure on herself to try to show up to every single session. And after about a year of this happening, I finally sat down with her and I said, hey, it's time to let that go. It's time to let go of that all or nothing mentality with your fitness and probably a lot of pieces in your life. And she told me, hey, this is all I know, right? I'm all or nothing at work. I'm all or nothing with my friends. I'm all or nothing my whole life. That's all I know, right? So what I did is I introduced her to the 80% rule. See if I can write that 80 sideways. Oh, beautiful, right? And what the 80% rule says is instead of us looking at it on such a micro level of, every single workout, every single day, I'm going to look at the greater and larger picture. Here at Aion, that's what we do. I'm not worried about so much the day-to-day. I'm worried about, hey, what are your results going to look like month after month, year after year, right? So what we did is we said, hey, we're going to set it like this, and we'll have a check-in at the end of every month, right? And we're going to say, as long as you hit 80% of your workouts for that month, we're going to check that box that whole month as a win, right? Whereas before, it was a win if I hit my session, it was a loss, and I felt bad about myself if I missed one. Every single month where you go 80%, we're going to count that as a win. Right? And once we took that pressure off of her, once we got her to stop looking at sessions where something came up as like, oh, this event where I have to beat myself up and feel so bad and I have to guilt and shame myself back into progress again, this lady started making progress that actually stuck. It no longer was, I'm doing really well and then something happens and I completely fall off, and then I get up here and I feel bad, I have to go at it again, and something happens and I completely fall off. It became more of this. Down, stagnate, which is cool, down, stagnate, which is fine, and down, right? And you want to know something? 2 years later after that conversation, this lady has never gone a single month, barring vacation, missing more than 2 sessions in that month. Not once. From 5 times a week killing it, and then all of a sudden I don't see her for the next few weeks. She has not missed a session, more than 2 sessions in a month since then, which means for the last 12 or 24 months, she's been collecting nothing but wins, right? So that's you. If you're the person that's looking at it all or nothing, and you're the one who says, oh, if I miss this session, or if I have one meal that's bad, or bad, right? If I have one meal that doesn't fit my plan, or whatever happens, if I can't work out 6 times a week, I won't even work out 1, then this is the perfect message for you. And it's time for you to let go of that all or nothing because it doesn't serve you, it doesn't help your progress, and it's only holding you back from truly being successful, not only in fitness, but probably other pieces of your life as well, right? So, like I said, if you are ready to actually join a place that's going to give you a spot where we support you and we kind of teach you to look at that longer picture, because hey, you know, you're 35, 40 plus at this point. It's no longer time for the yo-yos and the fad diets. It's time to actually look at this longer, bigger picture of lifelong strong and sustainability. So if you're looking for a place that actually focuses on that, is going to teach you to be strong and feel good in your body for years to come, then just send me a message and I'll hook you up with the free sessions here at Aion. So once again, thanks for coming out to my Aion TED Talk, and I hope to see you all next week.